But a FNAF movie. You love it, I love it, the fans love it. For some goddamn reason, the critics hate it.
Fuck you!
So after 9 years of waiting, we finally got the trailer. But for some goddamn reason, somebody leaked that entire trailer, which got me spoiled of the whole thing. That didn't ruin the excitement for me. Shaggy as William Afton. The design looks so accurate to the games. Oh my god, I loved it. From the weird forcing to the horror, the cameos, the references, Sparky the dog. I mean, hey, this one was definitely a love letter to us hardcore FNAF fans. I mean, they literally played a living tombstone in the ending, and it was so great that a bunch of people beat each other up for it. And with the sequel on the way next year, in Christmas, things are looking bright in the FNAF movie franchise. But there is one thing I'm forgetting. There was another FNAF movie that came out 9 years ago. It almost feels like a lost childhood. A movie that surely stripped a lot of us kids back in the days. The Iron Horse Cinema FNAF movie. Probably wondering, what the hell is an Iron Horse Cinema? A YouTube channel that was created on August 1st of 2011. They were known to making fan films and games. What the? They made a Tattletale fan film, a Bendy fan film, a Undertale trailer, even some Last of Us, and many more. But for right now, we're finna talk about the FNAF fan film. So,
are you ready for Freddy?
So the first video titled Five Nights at Freddy's 1980s Rare TV Spot Discovery. Now this is the video that I remember mostly. When I first saw this as a kid, I thought this was actually real, like, you know, like any stupid kid did. It's so nostalgic to look at, but I don't know how they even got all of these. They probably, like, you know, footage like Carnival on a roller coaster and, you know, and stuff. But, so this gentleman named Freddy Fazbear, yes, that is his actual name, and he welcomed us to Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
I'm Freddy Fazbear, and welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
I guess in this film, he's the founder slash owner, since like this was like made in 2015, so it's like way before like we knew the actual owners, you know, William Afton, Henry Emily, and all that stuff. All the attraction, like the arcade, the Roundup carnivals. He also mentioned a grand reopening on May 13, which means that FNAF 2 probably already happened in this fan film, because, you know, at this point only 3 games were out at that time. We see Freddy the game, do the way he do best, and singing this ginormous console. Like, Jesus Christ, why the hell is that big? There's only like goddamn 4 animatronics. You don't need this massive ass stage, like Jesus Christ. Taylor Swift console? Like, what the hell? Why is it so gigantic? Is this a security breach before the security breach? What the hell did I just say? And then Freddy Fazbear said the most iconic line in ever in FNAF 1.
Pizzeria, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria in the Chattanooga Shopping Center. Come on down.
And then the tape just fast forward into like other clips from like other videos later down the road. Then we see the outtakes for Freddy Fazbear, like commercial for Freddy Fazbear's. See Freddy Fazbear getting pissed off. Like I got pissed off when someone leaked the FNAF movie trailer. That was an interesting video, right? It was just an innocent, like, you know, the typical TV spot discover. Like your typical, hey, I found this old commercial from like decades ago. Let's watch it. And then like you see, oh, it's just an innocent, like, you know, commercial. But the further you watch the video, the more like you see like creepy stuff and imagery stuff. Yeah. It's been done to death. Yes, we all heard the story before. Been down this road before. I already know this. Now we're on to the Five Nights at Freddy's live-action film Cold Storage, and my god, yeah, I have to do a lot of censoring in this video. First, we got this badass, like, Iron Horse Cinema, like, intro and opening, and it's like, oh, I kinda got chills when I first watched this, and then, they get freaky. Look, I'm just saying, who the hell would do this? And the cold storage in an abandoned factory, like, who's like, hey, I'm kinky, let's do this in the cold storage. Thank goodness we didn't have any of this in the FNAF movie. Once I get done doing that, this girl, I actually do not know her name. Does she even have a name in this video? I don't know. Maybe. So she explores the cold storage and hears children giggling, which is never a good sign in a horror movie. She investigates the child laughter only to find this crate, which you can obviously thought it will hold like an animatronic, but it is empty. And then her boyfriend, Ricky, yes, that's his name. So she's trying to find Ricky, but then ends up bumping into the main man, Freddy Fazbear! And she see one of like the dead children inside of the Freddy suit, and then she's trying to vomit. Which, if that were me, I would be freaking leaving. Like, I'm black, I'm not waiting. It's like, hell no, I see these horror movies, the black guy would go first, I'm leaving. That fake was everyone's reaction when they first saw the Sonic movie design for the very first time. Instead of running away like, you know, like any person do, she's like, oh no, it's trying to say that thing. Maybe I can leave and run away. She gets attacked by Golden Freddy? I kind of got confused when I saw this scene. Like, I mean, we always saw Freddy, so either that's Golden Freddy or another Freddy. I mean, this is a store, so they probably have like multiple like animatronics inside this facility. So, yeah. See the exact same video that I just done explaining. We see this officer reacting or watching this like old commercial. Then we see this officer like go inside like the cold storage, getting the two people that got killed in this storage. Then we see a few lethal company people like cleaning up something, like probably blood or something. This old man again, which I guess he's the security guard. And so was the fat man. It's like, you're late, and said, I'm sorry I had to drop like my ex-wife and my kid, and why does it look like he's about to cry? He looks like he's gonna cry. Looks like he just saw the Sonic Adventure 2 story. Visit the FNAF fans when they finally got that FNAF movie trailer. It looks like he just saw MatPat retired. So Mr. Wrinkles here gives him the rundown of like how security officers go in these FNAF games, and so yeah. He's been there for like 11 hours and his dumbass went to sleep. Huh, kinda like Michael from the FNAF movie. Huh. I guess they must have took inspiration here. Phone's ringing, he starts hearing the children whisper in the ears, the door opens, and then the jump scare, and then he wakes the fuck up. The old guy calls back because he forgot to mention like the noises and like some of the whispering here around the place in his warehouse, which I've been calling a facility the entire time. Then all the cameras start to tweak out. Okay, jump scare again. Find out what's going on, so we leave his office, which that's the most dumbass thing you've ever done in this situation. Looks around. He gets jump scared by chaos. Exploring this place for a bit time, a animatronic is watching him without him noticing. And he hears the children giggling like the other girl and see the exact same crate at the other girl, like, and then he sees nothing and turns around to see Freddy Fazbear and his 2050 god-awful model used everywhere in Gmod. Freddy was about to get quirky at him and then he decides to run away like the other girl should have done. And he found the exit door but it's locked. And this scene kind of reminds me of that FNAF movie scene, like when Michael was trying to like get out. And he freaking trips on this wooden cardboard thing. And when he thought he was safe, he actually bumped into the shelves and the mask falling on his head. The Gmod Freddy still looking for him, and when he finds the guy, he'll leave him alone because, you know, in FNAF 2, the animatronic get tricked by the mask except for Foxy. And then he take off the mask, he started crying, then Freddy like tricked his ass and just like fucking killed him. The next morning we see these two guys like taking like the animatronic to this like grand reopening of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria, which kind of confused me because like, what year did this take place? It might take place in the 1980s if they say grand reopening. Alright, there was a lot of action scenes and like kind of like the environment and like the warehouse. I'm still confused about the beginning of the scene. Like, I feel like that's like a thing in horror movies. Like, you gotta have like that, you know, scene. I'm kind of laughing at that 2014 Gmod model. I'm so glad like nowadays you got like better models that look accurate to the games that are like this thing. You know, very nostalgic. On to my favorite video of the Iron Horse Cinema FNAF fan film series, I think. Wait, what the hell was it? Someone like fast forward a DVR titled My Birthday Party. Basically wrapped it about, it's about to be taken like decades after the grand reopening, since, you know, Fazbear Friday is, you know, FNAF free, and that takes like 30 years in the future, so yeah. Basically, this video tricked me as a kid. I thought this was real for some reason. My god, I was an idiot kid. We have Michelle on the line telling us what the hell happened to the events of the Fazbear Fright. And this video gives me chills because this actually looks real. I mean, nowadays, like, yeah, you could tell it's totally fake, but as a kid, this looked completely real. Favorite video out of the entire fan film series, I said like this news was like my favorite. No, it's like the second. This is my favorite fan film in the entire like Iron Horse Cinema Saga series. What am I talking about anymore? And there you see the man behind the slaughter. The old sport, purple guy. Or in this case, William Afton, but because the video like takes place like in 2015, which is way before any of the books and all the other games, so we're just gonna call him Purple Guy. This video gave me the chill. It's just like his voice and his acting's like, He just give you that serial killer, like the unhinged, like giving me like Joker vibes, menacing, unhinged.
Pizza, there is a wonderful pizzeria there. I found it one day. There's all these little kids coming out. Their bellies were bloated with pizza. And little kitty, come on, little kitty. You think that pizza in there was good? And I'll show you exactly what pizza can taste like.
Shots of like the pizzeria, some children, swing set, you know, like the typical like creepy horror VHS tape stuff. And then we see Springtrap walking out after like the events of Fazbear Fries. Like kind of confusing considering because, you know, Purple Guy is Springtrap, but I guess in this fan film they're like two separate beings. I don't know how that works. Maybe like a pre-recording before all of that happened, but I don't know. Anyway, we see him kidnapping, like he had two kids like hostages, like he keeps talking like, it's my birthday party, let's have a pizza party. Why so serious? Last video for now is FNAF live action movie Don't Cry. Now this is a video that I never watched. At least I don't think I ever watched. I watched the previous one as a child, but I don't remember this for some reason. Who knows? The beginning is also kind of sick. Like, we get like this shot, like some birthday party, probably the crying child, and we see like all the amateurs like flashing on the screen, and we can hear like the children start to cheer, to like scream in terror as we see like a glimpse of the FNAF 4 house. And this kid, which is presumably the crying child, wakes up from that nightmare. Get it? Nightmare? This room kind of looks filthy for some reason. It looks one of those like vintage home, which I guess it makes sense. And you know, Fredbear family died too, in the 80s, so maybe that's why. Let's see, like the balloons will like get well soon in cars, so yeah. They're here at the door creaks and start investigating, so he grabbed his non-psychic friend Fredbear, walked down the stairs, and Jesus Christ, this house is vintage, like where like your grandma lives. Turns out we're just the sink running, so he turns it off and then we hear Nightmare Fredbear laughs. We see the oldest FNAF 4 models of all time chasing him. Child was hiding under the curtains and trying to see what was that noise, and then Nightmare Chica appears. Started to chase the crying child until we got into his room. Nightmare Chica trying to open the door, which I don't know why she's struggling. The door's not even locked. He didn't even try to lock the door. Nightmare Foxy one appeared that actor says he's also trying to bang through the closet door. And the Freddos too said something that would change the world forever.
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real.
And then everything returned normal. Not until Nightmare Foxy decided to play Home Alone and literally grab the crying child under the bed and kills him, which have to restart the whole thing all over again. Turns out that he's in the hospital because, you know, in FNAF 4, the whole thing is just in the child's mind. Says, you know, after the incident of the bite of 83, he's been hospitalized, and at the end, he dies. Figment of the crying child's imagination. They're just hallucinations. Or that was until it turns out they were real and they haunt Michael Afton, which that's a whole nother can of worms I don't want to talk about. We ended off with a Nightmare animatronic doing a FNAF-free jump scare sound, which what? That's it for now. I'm going to talk about the other stuff like the Joy Courageous fan film and the Purple Guy capturing in some other like time or some other year. Which time to finally get my final conclusion. This is nostalgic. Like this fan film is like bringing back so many memories of like a child when before like FNAF was real. Like I mean, back to all the hoaxes, the old theories, and all that type of stuff. Man, I'm so glad that we finally got that FNAF, the actual FNAF movie 9 years later, because it kind of funny to compare that to the official one. It's kind of like, there were some, like, a few similarity to them, but they tell their own story. The guy who played Purple Guy in this fan film did an amazing job. Like, Jesus Christ. If Matthew Lovett wasn't higher, I thought Scott Cowboy chose this guy, because this guy is like the definition of evil. He's chaotic, he's unhinged, and bro, he's really addicted to pizza. Like, God, he had more addiction than Chica. Like, bro, he need an Oscar. Like, damn. Anyways, that's it, and I don't know when I'm finna upload this video, but this month will be the Silent Movie free, and I'm finna watch that movie, and hope I see you there. See you later, superstars. I'm hungry.
I'm still remember the voice of Freddy Bear. I'll be back at Christmas.